everybody. Merry Christmas first and foremost. And got another lifting video today. Gotta back down the driveway first. Say, just gonna be quick here. I gotta find the driveway. Let's go window. There we go. But just a quick video here. It's gonna be a lifting video. I'm just gonna talk a little bit on the way there. Just to give something interesting to show I have a little bit of personality before we start. I think you guys would have seen that I opened presents, all that good stuff. I didn't really blast anything of what I got or anything like that, because I don't think that that's the whole important part of this holiday or anything, which I think the older I've gotten and everything, I think the more you get to see how much like the holidays construed not to be as much about like the reason of Jesus coming and being born and everything for us. You see more of the commercial side, and I've had I think really I'd call it a blessing. I've had the blessing of seeing each and every year that I get older that it's one of those holidays that it loses its value just because of we're giving presents, when it's in reality a holiday that should just be celebrated for what it is and not about giving. Which, I mean, I understand the whole idea about giving, but I think just this year in general, this was the first year I think I've really like stopped back like behind all the presents. I mean, I made it clear before the holiday even started, I didn't want anything this year. I mean, of course my parents they're great, they're always going to do what they can, give me things, but this year I was very just content with my life, content with what I had. I mean, content that I've got a car to drive, that I get food when I need food, just everything that I've needed is like provided for by my parents. I mean, some by me working and everything. But I think just this year in general, we've had, maybe a lot more people have realized this too, but I feel like this year's kind of been like a step back year in which you kind of just get to stop and like see what's going on in our world and like have more time to yourself and have perspective and just see like, and maybe people haven't, but see what you're grateful for. Because I feel like this year, like I come into this holiday and I'm like, wow, like just spending time with my family, getting to like come back and just go to a job that I enjoy, like just getting a break from life and all the hecticness, the masks, the everything that you have to deal with. I think it's just this year it's been extra humbling just to see it all. And I think like, especially this year, like I feel like now I'm really getting exposed to the world. You're not like hidden behind your parents, not seeing everything but as before. And so I feel like now like I'm kind of seeing the world for what it is, kind of seeing different people, different lifestyles, all these different things by going off to college, even just on the home front. And it's just something that the more I've looked at it, it's scary, because you're going out into this world that's you know nothing about. You think you do, but I mean, I'm not going to act like I knew a lot about the world. I went to a really nice school, went to private schools, all this stuff. And now that you like get out there, you're seeing like different people, like drug choices, alcohol, like just all these different things you're seeing, and you're realizing like, oh, this isn't just in these like bad areas and all this stuff. I mean, this stuff's all around you. And especially now I'm starting to realize that like the different things offered to you, like the choices you have to make and everything, like it's something that you look at and it's like, do you want this to be part of your life now? Because at the end of the day, now your parents are no longer making the choices for you. Like the other day I just went and we were looking at apartments. I mean, the goal is to get an apartment next year with Nick, and there's just another whole thing of freedom and everything. And it's like, all this freedom's great and everything, but some people don't know, and I've seen it firsthand, college and everything, some people don't know how to manage the freedom. Some people get crazy with it and everything, and it's just something that the more you see it, the more you realize that our world's like just really fallen into sin, and it's just not what it used to be, and how our world is so much more complicated now, just everything. And I think this year, just in general, just being home and everything, and just getting to just kind of just base myself and just be home and just kind of reset, I would say, and just come back to what was safe, what feels normal. I just got to like sit down over this break so far and just be like, wow, everything that I'm seeing now is so much different than what I've seen in the past, which is crazy. Because when I left for college, I was like, oh man, I know this about myself, I know that, I know all this stuff. And like you get there and you're like, all these things, like you're like, oh, I'm saying no, like all these things, and then it gets like presented to you, like, and it actually happens, and you're never thinking like different things, like you just never think they'd be presented to you, like and then all of a sudden they're just presented to you, and all these things that you're like, oh no, I'm not going to do that. All these things, like, they're actually happening, and you just never thought you'd have to turn it down. So you kind of learn that a lot about yourself and how strong-willed you are, and what you find as your values and everything, and how they're different to other people's values. How what you're saying no to, the next guy over might be saying yes to, and it's something crazy that I found that, like, my parents can't protect me from it anymore. Like, I have to have my values, and I have to see it for what it is. And I think that's why this year, like, stepping out of college, coming home, just getting to be with my family, getting to just reset with everything that feels comfortable, I got to see, like, how much was different, how much has changed, like, how much, like, just the world isn't what I thought it was, and how much I got to learn. So I think this year I've been really blessed to just kind of come home and just see what the world is like. And this year in general has been probably the toughest year ever, and it's been great though, because it's changed me into the person I am now. Like, I've had to dig deep. I've learned so many things about myself that I didn't know in the past, which is crazy, because I thought leaving high school, like, I not knew everything, but I thought I was, like, tough enough to handle everything. And then this year, like, I kind of figured out I've got to handle, like, my shit. I've got to figure everything out, and that no one's gonna hand it to you anymore. It's about how bad you want it and how bad you're gonna make it happen for yourself, which is just something that's been actually great for me. It was really tough this past semester, just, like, figuring everything out. Even this past summer, working as much as I did, it was just really tough. But now I think getting to come home and, like, finally just kind of reset from the year so far and see what everything's like and everything, it's been a great opportunity to just reset and just be like, okay, this is what it is, and this is what I stand for, just all these things, and just learn all these different things about yourself. So I've been really blessed for this year. So I'm gonna head in the gym now. I mean, that was just kind of my spiel. Listen to it, take what you want from it. Maybe you don't listen to it, I don't know. But that was kind of my spiel, and I guess from here on, hopefully I can cut to a lifting montage as long as people leave the gym. I don't want to, it's a commercial gym and, like, a family gym, so I don't want to offend anybody or all that stuff. So I'm gonna step in here, and hopefully I can set up the camera here soon. That's the end of the lift. I'll get going back. So pretty much that didn't go how I wanted to at all. I got my, let's see if I can level this out at all, somewhat. So I wanted to hit biceps and triceps. I don't know if I said that or not, but I was able to record most of biceps, and then this guy who I'm gonna see how much I'm actually able to get, he, like, walked up to me and he was like, he just, like, looked at me and was like, "Are you really recording right now?" And I was like, "Oh yeah." I was like, "I can stop if that offends you or anything." And he was like, "I would just make sure you focus on lifting." And I was like, "Yeah. Also, could you just not record would go the same distance as being mean?" But I was like, whatever. I put my camera away. Just the whole time, dude, he was just being like a dick and everything. And I was like, whatever. But then at the end, Tyler ended up showing up, and this dude is roided to the fucking gills when he takes his shirt off. I mean, this dude's like red when he's lifting. I mean, his insulin levels and heart health have to be horrible. I mean, he takes off his shirt, and he's probably 55 years old, and he's got like veins popping through his neck and everything, and he's sitting there like grunting and mumbling to himself the entire time. But I mean, I'm not gonna focus on it, but I mean, he was like, it was so, Tyler started laughing because I like told him what happened, and Tyler was like, this is the guy I'd expected from. I mean, it's not even like he's competing or anything, and he is so heavily roided, you can just tell, but whatever. And then, I mean, yeah, that's it. I really wanted to record triceps because I feel like for my body, I mean, obviously everybody's different, but I feel like I've nailed my triceps. Like my tricep routine, I kind of wanted to show it, but I guess I'll have to leave that for another time. What else? I mean, and obviously there's just a perfect, like, that guy was a perfect example of you just can't let, you always got to see what like other people are going through and everything. You just can't let that get you caught out. I mean, I was mad for maybe a minute, and I was like, you know what, whatever, what happens will happen, and you just kind of let that just be like, maybe he's having a bad day, bad Christmas, whatever, and you just gotta be nice. And I talked to Tyler, we were nice, had a good time, just want to make sure that he knew I was a nice guy, just, you know, because obviously you can look like a dick or whatever, but I tried to look like a nice guy for this guy or whatever, and he just, the entire time he seemed pissed, seemed irritated with us, but whatever, his problem. I'm not gonna let that ruin my day. But earlier on, I mean, had the message and everything. I mean, take with that what you will. I mean, I'm trying to find my niche within the fitness like industry, and I think with like being able to like talk on camera and do all those kind of things, I think that really is my niche, being able to take my life experiences that I've had and what I've learned and just be able to like articulate them and put them into words so that other people can understand, and just, even if other people are feeling the same way or whatever, just realizing that they're not alone, that everybody goes through these things, that it's part of life, and just different ways to handle them, different ways to deal with them, and just different perspectives on it. So I mean, some people just skip right through that part, some people take with it what they will, and either way, I mean, I just want to provide a platform that other people can just listen to similar experiences, similar events, all those kind of things. In my Instagram bio now, which I'll link in the caption here, I've got my new consultation thing launched now, where you can just click on that, and I'm booking 20 minutes appointments right now just to like talk to people, see where I can help, see if there's anything I can do for people, because I still get a lot of questions frequently, and I just want to value my time, be able to organize my time and just figure out and have priorities of what needs to happen. So there will be that in my bio. And then other than that, I mean, thank you guys for watching. Merry Christmas. I think today's Saturday, so I'm going to try and have this out tomorrow. Just enjoy your holiday, just spend time with your family, and just appreciate what you have. Thank you guys.